Alright guys, I finally got my hands on one of the new Seiko 5KX. This is the srpd85, and I suspect this might be a colorway that a lot of people probably won't like, but big thanks to Mimo for sending it over and letting us check it out. But I think I finally get it. Like, I was reluctant, like I wasn't going to buy one. And I didn't. I mean, Mimo sent it in, so technically I didn't buy one. But I think I finally get it. Like, this was probably one of the smartest moves that Seiko has made. We all kind of bitch about Seiko in one fashion or another, whether it be quality control or prices or what movements and what. And it's gotten to the point where there's no way they're going to make everybody happy. So they went ahead and basically made probably one of their more popular watches, the SKX, in a bunch of different colorways. So yes, it kind of turned it into a fashion watch, but guys, we pretty much were using it as a fashion watch anyway. Almost none of us were using the Seiko SKX for what it was ISO certified for. And I know there's a few people out there that were, I get it. And then there's all the history and the iconic nature of the SKX. But you still have the allure of that in this watch because it still looks like it. But now you can just choose whatever colorway, fancies you. The other thing it does too, because I'm a modder and I know there's a bunch of other modders out there. There's a huge community of us. This opens us up for a ton more parts too, and we like the OEM parts. So now you have weird colored seconds hands, different hour and minute hands, maybe different dials. All of this stuff is going to be able to swap over. So I would suspect that, a lot of the parts are going to be able to swap over. The only big difference is going to be it is a non-screw down crown. I thought maybe it bothered me along with the rest of you guys, but it shouldn't. It's still going to be water resistant. It's not that big of a deal. Like, they did a good job on this watch. So they even improved the 5 logo. It's just kind of like a sideways S5 thing. It's not nearly as bad as it used to be. I think this is a legit good looking watch. And I like the majority of the colorways. And then seeing this case finishing on this is just insane. I don't even know what to call that color. It's like a bronzy, coppery, gunmetal-ish color. It's really wild. So, and then they got matching hardware. And I know Bruce just popped up his video of that stealth model one. That one's really cool looking too. And he was kind of saying, dismissing the factory NATO that comes on. I'm going to have to disagree with him. This is actually a pretty nice NATO strap. It's going to be comfortable and usable by pretty much whoever buys it. Right out of the box, you're going to be able to strap this thing on wrist, and you're going to be happy with it. It's going to be fine. So, and you have the hand wind. So everyone was complaining about not having, just an upgraded. Everybody just wanted. I feel like everybody wanted just an upgraded SKX. But I think if they would have done that, we still wouldn't have been happy for whatever reason. And, I still kind of agree that there's room for that, but they have up model in their lineup, the MM200, the Sumo, the Samurai, I don't know if they're still doing the Shogun. Like, it's not as big in the lineup, but there's a ton of other really good actual ISO certified dive watches. So I think it's fine that they turned this style, the SKX case style, into a little bit more of a fashion watch. Like I said, we were already doing that. We were modding the heck out of these, and then most of us don't end up, water testing them anyway. I know I don't. So what's the difference, guys? It really doesn't matter. You got a holes case, it's drilled lugs, and then you still have an affordable option for an automatic dive style watch, and you get a display case back with a S-signed rotor. And a lot of guys that are new into the hobby are going to love this. I mean, heck, I like it, and I've been in the hobby for a while. I like seeing the automatic movement, even if it's not decorated. So I don't know, guys. Like I said, I was reluctant along with everybody. I didn't want to pass judgment. I even maybe said to a couple people that I was just like, nah, I don't like it. But I get it. I don't think I'm going to rush out and go buy them. But they dropped a hard bomb on these in a ton of different great colorways. So I think they're going to do well with it. It's even the bezel is improved, so it's not as soft. See if I can zoom you in so you can see. It's hard to see this sometimes, but you can see the knobs on the bezel are just on the older or on the traditional SKX are a little softer, a little more muted, rounded off. The new 5KX is it's still fairly smooth and soft, but in actual operation, it has more traction. Not too much traction, but has enough traction where it's easy to grip. Whereas I don't know if you've ever operated some of the SKX, sometimes it's a little slippery, almost feeling. This one operates good. The bezel action is amazing. Yeah, we lost our pip up top, but again, none of us were using it that way anyway. I mean, I time things all the time on Dive Watch, but it's not something I'm timing in the dark, and so I don't really need it. So overall, I think this is a killer watch. They range in price. I think $335 is actually the most, I think, and then I think there's some less expensive ones. I'll put a link to Mimo's page where he has just these models. He did one special page with just these models. Some of them have already sold out. So I think there's many people that are curious in them, and there was many people that were already going to be on board with them to get them and wear them and try them. So for the hardcore guys that think they need the screw down crown, there's tons of other watches out there. There's the new Monster, the whatever model you want, and you're still going to have that. But for this lineup, I'm actually not mad at Seiko. I think they did a good job. Even the crown's improved. It's better finished and everything. Has a little bit of a polish relief on the outer ring there, and it's just they did a good job. The packaging is low key. You don't need anything crazy. It's just a fancied up cardboard box. That's all you need. So if you're interested in picking up one of these, please go check out Mimo's site. Email him, and you can chat with him. He's the store owner. He's gonna handle the whole process for you. So email him, tell him Random Rob sent you, and you're interested in getting one of the 5KX. But check him out. He's got them all in on the site. So I like it. It's a nice watch, and a lot of the other parts fit. So different straps and all that stuff, they all kind of fit. So I mean, you're gonna be hard pressed to find a bracelet to match this color, but you could do many other straps. I think it looks good on this one with the matching hardware personally. But all right, guys, thanks for watching, and big thanks to Mimo for lending this in. And I'll catch you on the next vid. I better give you a loom shot though. It still is a Seiko, and it still has loom. Maybe even better loom than the old SKX. Oh boy.